The Laureus Sport for Good Foundation continues to assist various communities. The foundation hosted a Cape Town cycle tour supporters breakfast ahead of the race's 2023 edition tomorrow. Ambassadors like Morne du Plessis were present at the event, as well as our very own Justin Ford. Let's take a look.
2023 marks 45 years since the Cape Town cycle tour first started. I am joined by David Valles, the man behind the scenes, and he says he's going to be kicked out soon, but while he's still here, we'll get to speak to him. David, yet a fantastic moment once again this year to have close on 30,000 participants for the race. We have the 109 kilometer and we also have a shorter version of the race. What are people expecting? How has the week been leading up to that particular race?
It's wonderful to feel the energy in Cape Town at the moment. Thousands of people out on their bikes. It's been a 7-year battle to get the 42k route on, so that's going to be very exciting. And I think what everybody's looking forward to tomorrow is, after the rain of last year and the wind of the year before, we've got good weather. So there's going to be a light breeze in the morning, which is going to tail off. And I think just on 30,000 people are going to have a wonderful ride around the Cape Peninsula.
The work that the cycle tour stands for is more than just that cycling on that particular day where we have action. Just talk us briefly through the continued work that you and your organization get to do on a yearly basis.
So I think the importance of the cycle tour is that it's not a commercial entity. It's a charitable trust, and the money that's raised by the Cape Town Cycle Tour goes back into communities through the Rotary Club of Claremont and through Pedal Power Association, cycling development and cycling safety. I think the other side of it is we don't use commercial entities to roll the event out. We're using volunteer organizations. So not only is there profit of the event going back to community, but the organizations that are assisting us on the day are earning funding for their organizations that are also flowing back into community. Then you add to that the number of charities that are taking part, raising funds and awareness for their own projects, and it all adds up to a massive community-based organization and entity.
Thank you, David. Another person, another man that is entrenched in sport at a grassroots level, somebody who was there at inception when the cycle tour first began, is Morne du Plessis, the chairman of the Laureus Sport for Good Foundation here in South Africa. Morne, just take us through those initial days. You talk about bringing legends of the past into the cycle tour back then. Just take us into your conference when that was concerned.
Yeah, 19 years ago, 2004 was the first year that the cycle tour, the Argus then in those days, allowed us to be one of the charities benefiting, and we have a peloton. We invite people and guests to to participate, and we had in the first year Miguel Inderan, who came as a special guest with Hugo Porter, Daley Thompson, and I remember the wonderful day lining up with them in front of the start of the race. But it's been a great partnership. Dave was mentioning this morning 100 million rand has been raised through the years by this incredible event that makes Cape Town proud, South Africa proud. We're an organization that stands for sport for good, and I don't think there's a better example of sport doing good than the cycle tour.
I want to thank you very much for your time. Both of you gentlemen, Dave Valles as well as Morne du Plessis, just speaking to the work that the Cape Town Cycle Tour does and wishing the cyclists very well as they embark on what arguably is the best route in the world, that Cape Peninsula. And the advice by David Valles is to don't race, enjoy the ride. You have complete autonomy of the roads on Sunday, so please do enjoy it. Justin Ford, Cape Town.